Ryan Trahan is probably one of the most consistently performing creators on YouTube. And while it's so easy to focus on his storytelling, I want to shine some light on him as a character. Because while Ryan pulls in over 100 million views per month, it's not without also being one of the most liked creators. So here are 10 aspects of Ryan's character that make him so likable that even when you don't enjoy the content, it is very difficult not to enjoy the videos. Number 1. Natural voice. The first thing that stands out is how casual Ryan is. While other content creators are often yelling at you, Ryan delivers his voice lines in a more casual setting. Here's an example.
I'm standing in an airport in North Carolina with nothing but 1 penny and 12 hours left to deliver this thing to Mr. Beast.
So here he keeps a natural tone and he doesn't yell when the situation doesn't warrant it. And next I want you to focus on a moment where Ryan gets excited. And what you will notice is that unlike other creators, he doesn't over-deliver on his reactions. He keeps it quite casual, and yes, you can see he's excited, but he doesn't start yelling.
This is surreal, this is crazy, this is odd. So yeah, I better get going.
The reason why this way of speaking works so great for Ryan is because it makes him feel like a friend, and not like somebody who's yelling at us from just an arm length away. Number 2. Compassion. When we look at great character traits to develop a good character, compassion is one of those that stands out. This is our ability to show care towards another person. And Ryan highlights this in some of his videos. He does something good or he shows understanding towards somebody's unfortunate situation.
And since my dad was living alone back in my hometown, I knew it was really isolating for him. So even though I still had this resentment towards him, I made an effort because I love him. Y'all, we've raised over 12 million meals for families fighting hunger.
This kind of moment is often referred to as a save the cat moment in traditional storytelling. It's a moment where we show our protagonist, our main character, do something good or show good towards others, and that inherently makes us like them more. Then this liking turns into care towards him as a character. Next up, we have quirkiness. Adding comedic value is a great way to keep people entertained, but unfortunately we're not all comedians. But this doesn't mean that you cannot be funny. And this is where Ryan does exceptionally well. Whether this comes natural or he learns along the way, he doesn't deliver through jokes. He often delivers through his quirkiness, which is a natural way to be funny.
You got any cash on you? Or?
Hey. So rather than giving you a joke, he is just being silly or he plays on the situation that he's in. As Ryan is quirky and he makes us laugh through his actions, we start to also develop a sense of liking towards him. He feels so authentic through this type of humor. A little bonus tip, this quirkiness that he has also makes Ryan seem unusual, different than other people, which is a great character way that makes somebody seem more interesting. It also adds a sense of unpredictability to him, which is more interesting to watch than knowing what he's going to do next.
It's a cinematic shot, I gotta get the camera.
Number 4. Positivity. There is probably no stronger character trait that makes us like somebody than a person that is positive in any given situation. Take a look at this issue he's dealing with in a very positive way.
Not sure if you can see the panic in my eyes, but it's there. Even though I was panicking, I gave Bailey the okay. Yeah, that little signal right there makes me feel cool and professional underwater. So then I did it again.
This character trait is so good and makes us like him even more as a person. Another character that is good at this is SpongeBob, who is so positive regardless and always ready to take on a challenge.
Aww, it's like green SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
We love determined, positive people. And when we start looking at retention, which is our ability to make people watch for longer, we often find that when people start being a negative Nancy, retention actually drops. Just being positive though doesn't come without its flaws. And being naive is one of those traits that often comes together with being too positive.
I started to set up my tent and quickly realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
But this is a good thing, because while it highlights the imperfections in our character, it also makes him more believable, which is important to make him seem authentic. Number 5. Easy to impress. The next character trait is one that makes Ryan emotionally vulnerable. And Ryan has this because he's very easily impressed with something.
Whoa! This is actually too cute. There is so much cute stuff in here. Are those light up pine cones? The flower curtains? The little lamps? That?
Now his thankfulness and his awe for the world around him isn't just likable. It also helps to take the viewer away from their own struggles. And this is exactly why people continue to watch him.
I'm so lucky. This is so fun.
Number 6. Simple language. Tied closely to him sounding like a friend, Ryan doesn't really use too many complicated words. It's very easy to listen to him, and the language that he uses feels very conversational.
It's really hard to get to the Super Bowl. A lot of teams have never done it. My favorite team has not. It's okay.
This keeps it very simple and easy to listen to him without having to use too much brain power. And this is also a great way to demonstrate the advice to simplify your language. It doesn't mean to talk to somebody like they're a baby, it just means to use language that everybody can understand. Language that you would use to somebody on a Friday night out. Number 7. Breaking character. When viewers come to YouTube, we often find that they want to feel a sense of realness. This doesn't mean that the creator cannot be an exaggerated version of themselves, but this does mean that we have a preference on YouTube for creators who feel real and authentic. And Ryan shows this particularly well through breaking characters on regular moments, through like smiles and little giggles. So take a look at this clip where Ryan randomly breaks character as he messes up, but he embraces it and shows it to the viewer.
Hey guys, I'm selling water for $2. I tried to keep elevating my voice, but it wasn't loud enough.
Now what Ryan does exceptionally well, and this is important for if you want to make people watch for longer, is while he breaks his character, he quickly moves on to the rest of his video.
That's really good. And step 3.
This is where I see the smaller creators from bigger creators are often making different choices. Where big creators, they would instantly move on, and smaller creators, they tend to linger on a joke or a mistake that they made. Number 8. Internal motivation. While Ryan's competitors are often more focused on doing challenges for money, a world record certificate, or even like giving away a car, he has particular goals that have nothing to do with getting something tangible. Often, Ryan seems to enjoy simple things in life, things that are meaningful to him in an internal way.
Haley and I watched football, looked at the stars, and made Feastable s'mores over the fire.
This is often referred to as an internal goal rather than an external goal. And what this does is it avoids negative character traits to be assigned to Ryan. These are character traits such as greedy. So here take a look at what he states as a goal, and let's compare that to when somebody else says what their goal is.
So I have to buy a dog toy in each country I visit because my Chihuahua Spock is so bored of all of his toys. Oh no. You got me thinking, what is the most expensive drive-thru item I can possibly order? Well, today I'm holding a contest with all the drive-thrus in my city to see who wins the bag award. I made this trophy. I worked hard on it, so.
So today we will be doing the last person to leave the pool wins $10,000.
By the way, I don't want to throw shade towards the second creator. It is a valid strategy and often it does pose a good external goal. I just wanted to show you the contrast between an internal goal and an external goal so you can personally feel what the difference is between those two. The second one has many benefits that the first one doesn't have, as it's a lot easier to understand how somebody could care about $10,000 versus somebody who just cares about an internal goal that they have. But we can break that down in another video. So far we've looked at how Ryan sounds like, how his actions are making him quirky and likable, and also what Ryan does in his videos to make you like him even more. But none of these work if you don't stay consistent in your character. And that's number 9, consistency in character. While it's so easy to get lost in trying to put in positive character traits in our video, the reason why Ryan is likable is because he stays consistent in these positive character traits throughout years that the people have been watching him. I want you to take a look at how Ryan's character stays quite similar in the past 4 years of his journey.
What's up? Jeez, look at that big, juicy, fat sunrise. You know what this makes? What is that? Oh my gosh. Man, the camera that way. Fishing pole. Oh, nice Band-Aid. It's nice. Can I interview you guys? I have a microphone. That's how you know it's legit. Open your eyes. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Told me like a month ago.
Yeah, I did. He already knows.
Such consistency in character is actually very difficult to come by. And that's why we like it so much, because as a friend, we want him to be predictable. We want his personality, his character to be predictable so we can develop that sense of trust towards him. If you're a creator yourself and you're trying to figure out how to stay consistent in your character, but you're not too aware of your positive and negative character traits while making content, it's a great way to build a character sheet where on one list you have your positive character traits that you want to highlight and the negative character traits that you want people not to see. At the end of the day, it's not that Ryan doesn't have negative character traits, they don't show in his videos. And it's very important because people don't come for that. And last point, 10. Social relevance. At the end of the day, no matter how likable a person is and how much we care about them, they still need to have interesting stories. If we don't have that one, we don't want to watch them for a very long time. But here I'm going to take it a step further. It doesn't even matter how good your stories are, because there are many likable people that have interesting stories, but you still need social relevance. I can talk good about Ryan's character all I want, but he didn't come out of nowhere. He wasn't a likable person that takes you through his journeys yesterday. He's been doing this for 10 years. And from those 10 years, 5 years already, he's had more than 1 million subscribers. If there's one big takeaway I want you to have from this video on social relevance, is that it often takes a long time to build trust with an audience, make them care about you, but as you do, you will start to grow. So yes, this often means that you need to make hundreds of videos before you can have your big breakthrough. It all depends on the type of content you're creating and the type of relationship you want to have with your viewers. If you're interested in another breakdown, please let me know who you'd like me to do a breakdown on, as I'm always interested in doing these breakdowns on top creators.
Thanks for watching!
And I will see you next time.